Good morning, Blue Devils. I'm Colleen Reitmeyer alongside Sophia Penza. Welcome back to the Devil's Advocate Live, your source for all things Hamilton High. We've got a great show today. Big wins, quick reflexes, prom talk, and a spotlight on one of the people who keeps HHS safe every day.
That's right. Let's kick it off with some action from the turf. Boys Lacrosse took home the win in its home opener. Devils came out strong, taking control early and never letting go. For that report, let's go to reporter Samantha Grubb.
This is Samantha Grubb reporting live. I'm going to be interviewing some of the boys lacrosse players about the home opener game.
The Hamilton boys lacrosse team beat Millville 5-1.
Being able to help in the first win in program history is an awesome thing to be able to do.
It was great to get the first win for varsity and just to be part of that team.
We came out a little weak, but came back in the second, scored 3 goals.
Winning that home opener was pretty good, having our first win at home.
I personally think we performed really well. I'm just happy and to see how far we progressed.
Something that stood out to me was probably how we could have had more possession on the ball and just got better passes off and more goals, and not kind of led by one person, like a team performance.
And there's more achievements to come.
Coaches and players, we come out here to try every day, give it our all. So, we just got to try to build something out of that.
I think one thing we can work on is probably having the ball for a longer time and maybe getting the ball upfield more.
I just want to progress my passing and my ground balls.
I feel like we need to still stick as a team. I think that we're better than everybody.
We just need to win more games and play more as a team and work on our offense more. That's all we really need to do and get better at team skills.
I need to work on my face-offs and my checks and my defensive positioning.
Looks like the lacrosse players have a very positive attitude. Keep up the good work, guys.
Congratulations to the team. Players told us they've been locked in since preseason, and it's showing on the field.
Speaking of quick moves, spring athletes took on a different kind of challenge this week in the hand reaction test. Think you've got fast reflexes? Reporter Sam Scafidi put these athletes to the test. I have it. Some serious hand-eye coordination on display. Some impressive scores went up, but more importantly, everyone had fun with a little friendly competition.
In other news, it's prom season, and there's one thing on everyone's minds besides the actual dance: promposals. So the big question, are promposals overrated or underrated? We asked around, and opinions definitely vary. Some students say it's a fun, meaningful gesture. Others think maybe we've gone a little too overboard.
With prom quickly approaching, students are trying to figure out their dates. A popular trend is promposals, but let's see if students think they're overrated or underrated.
I think that they're actually underrated. I don't think a lot of people do them, and they should.
Probably overrated.
They're underrated if you do it right, but if you do it wrong, then you can't do it.
Definitely overrated.
Overrated.
Why?
Because all it takes is a text.
I'd say underrated because you gotta give someone a lasting memory.
I think that promposals are overrated because they're usually just cringy.
I would say
sometimes they're overrated if you do something like too much or something that's kind of corny. But if you do something that's good and like meaningful, then it's good and they're underrated.
I think promposals are overrated. I think they are ways for you to garner attention for yourself in the age of social media over something relatively insignificant.
This is Adriana Insula for the Devil's Advocate signing off.
Whatever's your take, one thing's for sure. Prom can definitely get expensive. Between dresses, tuxes, tickets, and transportation, it adds up quickly.
So how can you save a little money? We've got some tips on how you can enjoy prom without breaking the bank.
Prom is quite pricey. Here are 10 tips to budget a look to save you hundreds of dollars while still looking stunning. Thrift stores. You'd be surprised what you can find secondhand in brand new condition. Checking places like thrift stores or Facebook Marketplace, or even just simply borrowing from a friend, can save lots. DIY hair and makeup. Bring out your inner artist. Start learning some new styles that make you feel your best. Minimal accessories. Try a simple look or even stick to something that can match anything. Silver and gold are two colors that go with every look. DIY nails. Press-ons can sometimes look like real acrylic or gel nails. Learn how to apply them correctly and you can't tell the difference. Renting. Renting a tux or dress could also save you money instead of purchasing a whole new thing to use it once. DIY florals. Instead of going to an expensive florist, you can pick up some flowers yourself, fake or real. Unions like ShopRite or Walmart have DIY flowers for $5 a set or a full set for about $60. Cool. No need to get an expensive limo if you can drive. Nobody's worried about the car that you bring. Any form of transportation gets the job done. Cheaper stores. Instead of spending hundreds of dollars on brand names like Cherry Hill or Ava Presley, you can find some incredible finds going to Dillard's, JCPenney, or Windsor. Shopping off-season. Off-season prom dresses aren't as in demand. Try going earlier to find new or unique, cheaper styles. Minimalist look. Sometimes simple but elegant is the way to go. You can still set the stage looking like a star in a simple look. I sure hope these tips help you make a budget-friendly, gorgeous look.
Prom is about memories, not money. Spend smart and maybe save enough to get you through the summer.
Before we go, we want to shine a light on someone who works behind the scenes to keep HHS safe. Our school security officer, known by the students and staff as Tommy.
Officer Tommy Muniz is a vital member of the HHS staff. Let's go into how and why he's so important to how this high school runs.
My first priority when coming into this building is student safety. I want to make sure everybody, student and staff, is safe. I start my day by taking a walk around the perimeter of the building, making sure all the doors are locked, checking bathrooms, making sure nothing's happening in there, and making sure kids are in the classroom and hallways are clear. The biggest challenge I face currently is trying to be at two places at one time. I do the best as I can, so I try to move as fast as I can, get every situation done as efficiently as possible. I graduated here back in 2013. It's a lot different from when I was in school. It's also weird, like the teachers I had, calling them by their first name. Every day is a new episode, like a TV show. Some days is drama, other days is like a comedy. Seeing like the kids, talking to them, seeing like the different trends that they have now, like through TikTok and stuff like that.
Well, there you have it. That's how Tommy impacts the school. This is Michael Martucci reporting for the Devil's Advocate.
It's clear he cares about our school community, and we appreciate everything he does to make HHS feel safe and welcoming.
And that's all for today's show. Make sure to follow us on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram to stay connected. And seniors, the countdown is on for graduation. We'll see you next time. Enjoy spring break.